Hello, boys and girls. This is Ancient China Quiz 1. You want to make sure that you have your soft cover orange workbook out and open to page 71. You also want to have your timeline out. You want to have your vocab sheet that had the 12 terms on it that we did this week out, as well as Miss G we had those questions that we walked around the room and answered. You want to have that sheet out as well, Ancient China Lesson Review 1. It had 6 questions where you walked around the room, okay? All I can pull up on this video will be the workbook pages, so I will try and guide you in the right place for this. This quiz does include Ancient China Lesson 1, Lesson 2, and Lesson 3. Okay. And you also can use your hardcover book if you need to. And that might not be a bad idea for this first question. So the first question is, which geographical feature south of the Tibetan Plateau forms part of China's southern border? Actually, you should have an Ancient China map if you want to get that out as well. Okay, again, if you want to get your map out, or you can use your hardcover book. I'm not exactly sure of the page, but I do have the map pulled up on here that I can show you. So you're looking for a geographical feature south. Think about which way south is typically on the map. Is it up, down, to your left, or to your right? A lot of times you have that compass rose that shows you where is south on a map. So you want to go south. And then, so you're south of the Tibetan Plateau, and it forms part of China's southern border. So when we look at the map of China, here is the map of China, and here is the Tibetan Plateau. So south of that, what is there? Let me read your choices. You have the Gobi Desert, the Pacific Ocean, the Huanghe River, or the Himalayan mountains. Again, south of the Tibetan Plateau, what is there? Is it the Gobi Desert, the Pacific Ocean, the Huanghe River, or the Himalayas? South of the Plateau of Tibet, or the Tibetan Plateau. Pause the video as you're answering questions, and then as soon as you're done answering a question, obviously you can hit play again and keep moving forward. Okay, our second question, number 2. Oracle bones were often blank to make them crack. So what did they do to those bones? Were they frozen? Did they throw them, heated them, or crushed them? And that will be in workbook lesson 1. And let's see, so there's Oracle. Let's see if we can find the Oracle bones. Here we go. So I believe this would be page 72 in your workbook. The Shang made many advances, including China's first writing system. The Chinese symbols that are used today are based on the pictographs and symbols of the Shang period. Priests carved questions about the future on bones or shells, which were then heated, causing them to crack. The priests believed they could read these cracks to predict the future, so the bones were called oracle bones. So what did they do to the bones? Were they frozen, threw them, heated them, or crushed them? Number 3. Throughout much of its history, the Blank or Yellow River has caused severe flooding, resulting in deaths of millions of Chinese people. So we have the Saiyang, Songhua, Huanghe, or Changjiang. So if we look at the map and we want to find the Yellow River, if I can find it. So you want to use your map. So I see the Yellow River. What is the other name for the Yellow River? Is it going to be the Zhejiang, Zhuanghua, Huanghe, or Changjiang? Number 4, a hard gemstone, oracle, jade, copper, bronze. Again, that is workbook lesson 1, and it's right in your key terms and people box. What is a hard gemstone? Number 5, which dynasty created China's writing system? So this will be, I believe, in our first lesson, page 72 maybe. I'm skimming and scanning for where I see the words writing. Okay, starts here. The Shang made many advances, including China's writing system. The Chinese symbols that are used today are based on the pictographs and symbols of the Shang period. So, which dynasty created that writing system? The Xia dynasty, the Qing dynasty, the Shang dynasty, or the Huang dynasty? Number 6. Flooded rivers in China left silt deposits, which happened as a result of this, or what happened as a result of this. So because the rivers flooded, it left those silt deposits just like in Egypt. So what happened because of that? People began to grow crops in rich soil. People began to graze animals along the river. People began to learn about other cultures. People began to defend themselves against others. So if we go to, let's see if it's in, I don't think it's going to be in this first one. I think it's in the second one. Nope, it should be in the first one. So like other ancient peoples, people in China first settled along rivers. By 7000 BC, farmers grew rice in the Changjiang Valley. Along the Huanghe, they grew millet and wheat. They also fished and hunted and raised pigs and sheep. Let's see, it didn't really say there. Trying to see, it doesn't really say anywhere what happened. It just says that separate cultures developed along the river as populations grew, villages spread. So you should know this just from our, our Egypt lesson. So because the rivers flooded and left those rich soil deposits or those silt deposits, what happened? All right, number 7, a prediction made by a wise person or a person who makes a prediction. Is that a pictograph, oracle, jade, or barley? And that is in that first lesson. And we talked about the priests heating bones, and the priests believed they could read these cracks. And if you go to the key terms and people box, what is that called when someone's making a prediction? Number 8. What would Taoist teacher Laozi consider an important goal in life? Is it to become wealthy, to become one with nature, to improve your social standing, to rise to important positions in government? So we want to find, here is lesson 2. So 71, 72, 73, 74. So I'm on page 75 right now, I believe this is. Around the same time as Confucianism, other influential beliefs arose in China. Taoism stressed living in harmony with the Tao, the guiding force of all reality. Taoists believed that people should be like water and simply let things flow in a natural way. They regarded humans as just a part of nature, not better than any other thing. So what would a Taoist teacher consider an important goal in life? To become wealthy, to become one with nature, to improve your social standing, or to rise to important positions in government. Number 9, the belief that people are bad by nature and need to be controlled through strict laws and punishment. Is that legalism, ethics, lousy, or lords? So what is the belief? That's going to be in lesson number 2, also page 75, I believe it is. And it says, if I keep going, legalism is different from both Taoism and Confucianism. Legalists believed that society needed strict laws to control people. They believed in unity, efficiency, and punishment for bad conduct. They wanted the empire to continue to expand, so they urged the state to always be prepared for war. Legalists were the first to put their ideas into practice throughout China. So who believed that people were bad by nature and needed to be controlled through strict laws and punishment? Legalism, ethics, lousy, or lords? Number 10, why did legalists want the state to always be prepared for war? I just read that in that last paragraph on legalism. Okay, so go back and revisit, rewind the video if you need to. Why did they want them to always be prepared for war? So the empire would fall, so the empire would continue to expand, they do not believe in unity, or they enjoyed being in war. Okay, this is where I'm going to end our first video, questions 1 through 10. 11 through 20 will be in the second video.